I'm not as amped up as I was the last time we met here. However, I am very, very shocked at some of the happenings that we saw this evening on the Christmas HOH reign and nomination ceremony. So, let's get into it. Right after the HOH competition, Christmas was super pumped about winning. I'm super pumped about her winning because I didn't want Davonne to win the competition. But she didn't even do anything to win this. So, how is she so excited? I mean, I get it. Like, she gets to see her baby. She gets some stuff from home. She didn't do anything to win this competition. Side note, in the diary room at the beginning, I loved Davonne's eyeshadow. Like, it had her three little colors. So cute. Speaking of Davonne, she is pissed, okay? The Slick 6 drama was like the main piece of this episode. Ooh-wee. Evidently, this alliance is no more. It is non-existent because during that competition, they kept picking off their own alliance members, and that's just not very smart. Like, why are we picking off the people that we have to play with? Like, you're giving other people ammunition to go against you, and your alliance is now broken up. That was really stupid of all of them. I do like the committee alliance, though. I did decide, I think this is my favorite alliance other than Enzo Cody and then Cody Nicole. Those are my favorites, and obviously the Enzo Cody Tyler thing as well. But I like the committee alliance. I think they have the numbers to go far. I think they have the players to go far. I like them. Christmas and Davonne talking about what Davonne will do for Christmas. They can work together. They can do all this. Basically, from what we now know at the end of the episode, she was just talking into the air. Like, Christmas didn't care. Like, I feel like Christmas knew what she was going to do before she did it. Enzo's kind of just like running her HOH. Like, last week was your week. You need to trust your friend and think that she's going to continue with what you started and get other people out. You don't have to run her head of household reign for her. Like, she's never been HOH. Like, let the girl do what she wants to do. In the end, she made a good decision, I believe, but we'll get into that later. BB Basement Twist was announced tonight. I love a good twist. I think this is a great twist. Like, this is really great. This is almost kind of like the BB Hacker twist because it's very secretive. Nobody knows. And this is going to be kind of fun for the next 3 weeks to see how all of this plays out. So what the competition was is there was 3 powers up for grabs, and it was a pitch black competition. And when they said that it was pitch black, David said, I don't like dark comps. Oh, David. But the irony of it is we'll find out in a moment. But they had to play around in all this goop and these like packing peanuts and boxes, and it was super dark and super gross looking. Nicole loses her pants. She's walking around in her underwear and a t-shirt. Like, she cannot function. They all are just rolling around and doing all these things. And it was such a fun competition to watch. But I don't do dark things. I don't do scary things. So the way that the little lady was talking on the announcements, I was like, no, hell no. Not me. I forfeit. No, no, no. But what you were supposed to do is find certain like icons or cutouts or shapes that was the equivalent to the icon in the podiums that were each power. So one was like an arrow, like a round arrow shape, and that was the replay power. The disruptor power was the shape of a lightning bolt, and the other was like a shape of a hand kind of thing. It was a weird like hand shape. But the thing is all of these powers, they were different sizes, and there was a lightning bolt shape that Bayleigh had, and she put it in there, and it didn't fit. So they were different sizes. So like Big Brother was trying to play at you. The 3 powers, they were the disruptor power, replay power, and the blocker power. David didn't like dark comps. But guess what? David got a power, y'all. Like, what an accomplishment to go from getting voted out on the first night of last season in a dark comp to being the first person to get a power in Big Brother All-Stars. Good for you. Still don't like you. Still think you're a floater and you need to go, but I think he kind of redeemed himself, y'all. He got the disruptor power, which ended up being what it is he can save a nominee from going on the block. So say his friend was Kevin. If Kevin got put on the block, he could say, nope, I'm using my power. I got the power. Kevin is not going on the block. So he can save him from being a nominee, or he can save himself from being a nominee. So it's a pretty good power. Dani gets the replay power, and that is that an HOH can play back-to-back HOH comps. So right now, if you're the HOH, like Christmas, she would not normally play in next week's HOH competition. But now, because of this power, if Dani wanted her to be able to play next week, she could. So that's a pretty good power as well. Christmas gets the blocker power. And also, did y'all see that, like, through this whole competition, she had something up her shirt? Like, she had the power up her shirt the whole time, so that nobody could steal it from her or anything. Like, that was a smart girl. But she gets the blocker power, and that can block someone from coming off the block at a veto ceremony. So if, like Kevin did last week, if he wanted to take himself off the block, she could say, nope, I'm using the blocker power and you have to stay on. These powers are game changers. Like, they are really, really great powers because you can essentially use them for yourself or for anyone else. So this can be a big change. Like, a big change can really, really twist everything up. So I'm excited. I think this BB basement twist is going to be lovely to watch it play out. And all of these are good for the next 3 weeks. So this week and then the following 2 weeks. After it's over, there is so much drama with Bayleigh. Like, she's been so quiet this whole season. Dani, like, gave up her game and she, like, did all these things. And it's just a lot of drama surrounding Bayleigh right now. So Tyler was working with Bayleigh and Davonne, and this is where a lot of the tension is. Bayleigh basically told Dani, hey, somebody said that you were going to put me and Davonne up if you won HOH this week. That doesn't mean she wasn't going to do that, but now they know. So this is a problem. This is all with the Slick Six Alliance. Like, this is where all this drama is coming from picking out of the HOH, picking each other during that. And now Enzo comes in at the wrong place, the wrong time, and Bayleigh's like, oh, did you know that Dani was going to put me and Davonne up on the block? And he, like, had to say, yeah, like, there was rumblings about it because he was put on the spot. Number one, Bayleigh was sneaky for putting him on the spot. Number two, like, Tyler honestly shouldn't have run his mouth, and neither should Bayleigh, but whatever. I get it, like, Dani's playing a very good game, but it's borderline dirty. Like, apparently this is not a new thing for her, but it's a good game for her, but not a great game for everybody else. But she also doesn't like it when she's confronted about what she's being sneaky about. If you're gonna play hard, like, you gotta take what you get. Bayleigh's just losing it, dude. Like, she is losing her mind. And she's trying to be honest because she doesn't want to blow up Tyler's game, which is really nice. And that shows that she's a loyal game player, so she's a good person to have on your side. But she doesn't want to blow it up, so she's really caught in the middle, and she gets really upset and all of that. But she should have just kind of kept her mouth shut in the first place. Like, she shouldn't have said anything to Dani. Tyler honestly shouldn't have ever said anything to her unless he's going to be 100% loyal to Bayleigh and Davonne, which I don't think he is, because they're definitely not his first when it comes to alliance members. It's just not going to happen. So now they're just all in this big old mess. And it's just a lot of drama, and I'm sure it was a whole lot better watching the feeds this week. I have not even had a moment to even be on there. However, this week I am on a vacation from work, so I'm going to be jumping on the feeds a lot. So I might put some spoilers in social medias, so you guys keep a lookout on those. Please follow me there at actually Rach on Instagram. That is going to be your #1 place to find extras and spoilers and all of these other things from this week, because I'm going to be pretty active on there since I don't have to work my regular job. At the nomination ceremony, Christmas nominates Bayleigh and Davonne. Shocker! I think it was a good move on her part to continue on what they were doing last week with Enzo and getting out Janelle and Kaser. I think this is just what it's going to have to be. They're going to have to pick these off, and then they're going to have to move on to the Ian and Kevin and David, and then boom. And then now they got to pick off their own alliance members. So it's going to be real fun once it gets to that point. But the reason that Christmas gave was that Bayleigh said that Davonne is her untouchable, which we all know they are tight together. And so obviously they're not going to pick each other off, duh. In that, Davonne gets sassy and like calls Christmas out because she nominated her. Oh, you nominated me because I am her untouchable. And she said, yes, ma'am. And she's like, okay. Like, don't take that personal. This is a game. And she also said at least she gave both of them the chance to play in the veto. Like, if she would have put one of them up and then backdoor the other one would have been screwed. My honest thoughts are Davonne is the one to go. I hate to say it, but she is the better game player to Bayleigh. She's very open and loud, and she says what she thinks, and she don't give a shit about anything else. And Bayleigh's a little more quiet. Like, she does get upset, and she can get rowdy. We did see that with Tyler in her season. But as far as game moves and talking and being loud about what she thinks and her feelings and opinions, I believe Davonne is a little bit louder than her, and I think she would cause much more of a ruckus and she would blow up other people's games. So I think Davonne is definitely the one to go this week. Whew. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these nominations. Who do you think should go? What do you think about the new twist? Whew. There's a lot actually that went on in this. It was not as rowdy as last time, but there was a lot of information. So this was a really great Sunday night episode. I will be back on Wednesday to chat about the veto ceremony, and then we will be back again on Thursday to see which one of these ladies, if either one of them, go out the house this week. So don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I put videos out about Big Brother every Sunday, Wednesday and Thursday after the episodes, just to kind of recap and let everybody know my thoughts and opinions if you care to know them, which I hope you do because you're here. Hello. Again, follow me on Instagram at @ActuallyRach. This week I'm going to try to be a little more active on there and get some information out, some spoilers and some fun things. So watch out for all of that. You guys have a good week. Bye.